Hello and welcome to Quick Maths with Mr. Yonjan. This is video part 4 of Cambridge Igcse Mathematics paper 4 for examination from 2025. In my previous 3 videos of the same paper, I have finished up to question number 13, so we will start from number 14. Part A says, Hong has $4,000 to invest. She invests $2,000 at a rate of 2.5% per year simple interest. She also invests $2,000 at a rate of 2% per year compound interest. Part number 1 says find the value of each investment at the end of 8 years. Alright, so let's first calculate the simple interest. So simple interest is going to be principal PRT, which is principal rate and time. If the rate is not in decimals, we need to divide by 100. Okay, so where principal is 2000, rate is 2.5%, and then time is 8 years. That will give us 2000 times 2.5 times 8 all over 100. Since this is a calculator paper, you can use your calculator. So 20 times 2.5 times 8 will give you 400. Don't forget, this is only the interest. We need to add 2000. So that will give us 2000 plus 400. The value is going to be $2,400. Now let us work out the compound interest. In compound interest, the formula is A equal to P times 1 plus R all raised to the power of T, where P is the principal amount, again it is 2000, and R is the rate of interest, which is 2%, T is the number of years, which is time, and it will give you direct the calculated value. We don't have to add like simple interest. So let's just work out 2000 is the same principal amount times 1 plus rate is 2%. We need to change 2% to a decimal, which is 0.02. So 0.02 to the power of 8. And let us tidy up this little bit. 2000 times 1.02 to the power of 8, and take your calculator. And this gives me 2343.318. So let me round this answer to 2 decimal places. That'll give me 2343.32. There we go. This is for 5 marks. Question number 14A, number 2 says find the overall percentage increase in $4,000 investment at the end of 8 years. Alright, so by how much it has increased? So let's add 2,400 plus 2,343.32. That will give us 4,743.32. Now the initial investment was 4,000, is 743 is the interest he has earned. So percentage increase is the difference, the change is 743.32. 743.32 over the original amount, which was 4,000, and to change this to a percentage, times by 100. Take your calculator, and this gives me 18.583. So let us round this answer to 3 significant figures, which is 18.6. All right. Now let us look at part 3. Find the number of complete years it takes for the compound interest investment of $2,000 to become greater than 2,500. Let us begin by writing the formula. 1 plus r to the power of t. Now principal is 2000, okay, that's over here. So let's write that on the left hand side. 2000 times 1 plus the rate of interest is the same in this question. Let me take you there. It is the same 2%. So 2% as a decimal is going to be 0.02 to the power of t should be greater than 2,500. So here we are finding the number of years, okay, the power. Now let's divide both sides by 2000. So here we have 1 plus 0.02 to the power of t is greater than 2,500 divided by 2000. This simplifies to 4/5, which is 1.25. So here we have 1.02 to the power of t greater than 1.25, because 25 divided by 20 is 5/4. 5/4, which simplifies to 1.25 as a decimal, okay. Now at this point in time you need to use log function on your calculator, okay. So to find t times log 1.02, here we need to do the same thing, log 1.25. we can divide both sides by log 1.02. So t is isolated over here, so log 1.25 divided by log 1.02, and now you can use your calculator, and that gives me 11.263838 and so on. Now since this question says find the number of complete years, so here I can't write 11.268 years. So for that amount to reach or be greater than 2,500, we need at least 12 years, okay. We need to round it up. Let us look at part B of the same question. It is a tailored question, a very long question. Alain invests $5,000 at a rate of R% per year compound interest. At the end of 15 years, the value of investment is 7,566. Find the value of R. You can rearrange the formula to make R the subject, or you can do by substituting the values. It's up to you. So let's write the formula. That is A equal to P times 1 plus R to the power of T. So let's rearrange this formula to make R the subject. Let us divide both sides by P. So when we divide that, we will have 1 plus R all to the power of T is A divided by P. Now since 1 plus R is raised to the power of T, to undo that we have to just do the opposite. So the tth root we have to find on both sides. When we do that, on the left hand side you have 1 plus R, and don't forget we need to do the tth root of A divided by P. Now let us isolate R. R equal to tth root of A divided by P, and then this is plus 1. We need to do minus 1 outside of this root sign. Now what all we know? A stands for the amount, that is 7,566. P stands for the principal, the initial investment, which is 5,000. T stands for the number of years, which is 15. That's all we need. So now put these values, A over P, okay? Put these values on your calculator. So R equal to, this gives me 0.027999. Now remember, this is the rate of interest, and the rate of interest is always in percentage. So this is decimal, we need to change this to percentage, multiply by 100. So without calculator you can do this. That gives us 2.7999. And now let us round this answer to 2.8%. Thank you for watching.